Molweni, the call of calling progressive parties to come and unite so that we can fight the common enemy must not stop there. I think there are some progressive individuals that must be called into the progressive caucus so that the fight against our oppressors, the fight of the oppressed can become that much stronger. There's one individual that we are always forgetting when we are talking because he's no longer that active on social media. And his name is MCEBO Dlamini, the former Vets president, student council president, the former Fees Must Fall activist. How did we forget about this man? If the MK political party wants to bring in a young man that is vibrant, and also a young man that has got power in his speech, a young man that has got following. I'm telling you, MCEBO Dlamini is that man to bring on board. I want us to talk about MCEBO Dlamini, all the things that he has done in the past, all the things in particular that he has said in the past, and why I think he will be a perfect fit for the MK political party.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
You can't defend the ANC today and not look stupid. You can't. And say to the president, does he even know the curriculum that is being taught? And what is the future plans of the country through the curriculum? Because with the curriculum, you project the type of society you want to create. If you want to create white people in black bodies, that's what the curriculum is doing. A curriculum that is colonizing us yet again. So government must be able to determine the curriculum. A Chinese curriculum speak to the aspiration of China and where China wants to see itself. The curriculum in South Africa must speak to the aspirations of our 20 years. Where do we want to be? We say to the president, look at the very same curriculum that doesn't teach agriculture. VETS doesn't teach agriculture. UCT doesn't teach agriculture. UJ doesn't teach agriculture. Now, how are you going to make farming fashionable if those institutions are not teaching agriculture? You are teaching our people accounting. Whose money are they going to count? They are going to be counting the money of the farmers because money is on the ground. Teach our people agriculture. Make agriculture fashionable. That's the importance of the curriculum. It is in here. Those are the issues that we are raising. Sensitive as they are, but certain things must be raised, and the time to raise them is.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, Zinjiva Sono, Mr. Easy, Imali Nengi, and we're back at it again with another one. This time around, I want to speak about characters, individuals, parties that I believe will be a perfect fit for the MK political parties. Today we are speaking about the former Fees Must Fall leader, MCEBO Dlamini. Well, it's not former, because Fees Must Fall is a continuous call up until the president gives in on that. We know Jacob Zuma gave the university student Fees Must Fall, but then Cyril Ramaphosa came in with Blade Mzimane and they removed the great job that Jacob Zuma did there. Guys, MCEBO Dlamini, that's a perfect fit for the MK political party. Wouldn't you say so? Go in the comment sections and tell me if I'm right or wrong. But for me, him being Zulu, I believe he's Swati, half Zulu, half Swati, and don't come with that nonsense that he was born in Swaziland. We don't play that game here. This is the Pan-Africanist platform. No matter where you were born, as long as you can take us forward as a people, as an oppressed people, we are okay. I don't care if you are born in Zimbabwe. I don't care. I'm not that type of a person. MCEBO Dlamini is a perfect fit for the MK political party. I mean, I remember when he went to go support Julius Malema in Free State, according to that issue of the land expropriation without compensation. Do you guys remember that? When he went to court to go support the EFF? Huh?
Why are you here? Yes.
Why are you here?
I am here to support a black pride and a genuine call, a call for land. One of the pillars in the formation of the African National Congress. And it so happened that it happened at the right place, the Free State, where the Land Act, the 1913 Land Act started and matured, where our people were slaughtered and dispossessed, where Tagari started, where their livestock were taken. This is the core of apartheid. This is the heart of segregation and oppression. So I'm here to support the leader of the EFF, because as black people, in as much as we continue to say there is EFF, there is ANC, we will never champion the struggle of black people in South Africa. We remain natives, landless, we remain fugitives in our own country without land. With the degrees that we have, they are nothing without the land. Where are you going to stay once you are a professor? In the sky. So we need the land. And there is no free education without the land. These things go together because we need the minerals on the ground beneath and above to fund the struggle of free education. So I am here to support the young man in his journey, because we are going to call for the land without a compensation.
But you're still black, green and gold.
Well, I remain a member of the African National Congress. And because the issue of land was the main call of the ANC. Not unless the ANC shifted. They haven't said they are shifting. So that's why we are here. We support the issue. If you don't support the issue of land and you're a black man, there is a problem.
It always breaks my heart why we as Africans, we as the oppressed can't unite. Jacob Zuma spoke about this. Advocate Musi spoke about this. Many people have spoken. Vusi Thembekwayo spoke about this. DJ Sbu has spoken about this. The unity of black people is very important. It's very important. If we don't unite, we are going nowhere. MCEBO Dlamini went to the Constitutional Court to go and support the EFF with their call for land expropriation without compensation. Was it the Constitutional Court? But anyway, it's that issue of when you don't have land, where are you going to stay? How can you be proud as a man when you don't own a piece of land? Where is your generation, the next generation that comes from you, going to live? When you say fees must fall, where are you going to build your institutions? In the sky, like he asked. It's very critical for us to continue raging fire and showing our dissatisfaction when it comes to this thing of the land. Sorry, my nose is blocked. Nothing part I flew. And the issue is that since the elections, it was like land was used as a baiting topic for black people to think that this party wants land, that party wants land. But after the elections, who have you heard from the political parties speak about land? Even that political party, the Pan-African Congress of Azania, the PAC, they've got the Department of Land, Rural Development. There's nothing that they are saying they're going to do. Onyonso has been making so much noise before the elections about land. Today, but too little. So it was refreshing to see a young ANC member going and supporting the EFF, because he says, listen, the ANC has run away from what they believe. This land expropriation without compensation is an ANC policy. So we are supporting what the EFF is doing. It's the ANC that made the last U-turn in Parliament where they were supposed to support the EFF. It was embarrassing. You know, when it comes to guys, I can listen the whole day when it comes to MCEBO Dlamini. The whole day. When it comes to such vibrant people, I'm like, this guy will be a perfect fit for the MK political party. That's true. Because I did look at that MK political party top 8, the top structure, and I'm like, you are missing vibrant leaders there. Dlamini. I mean, those are the type of people you are missing there. Let's continue to listen to MCEBO Dlamini.
If indeed there is a charge that is called oversight, everyone in leadership position is guilty. In Eastern Cape, they bought scooters for 100 million, which didn't move for even 7 days. No one has been dragged to court for oversight. So there are a lot. In Gauteng, people died there and like a city man. We haven't seen anyone being dragged with oversight. The issue of the PPE money and MEC have been suspended. Of PPE money, we haven't seen the premier being dragged for oversight. They are creating a very poisonous and dangerous precedent. By 2024, the ANC won't have leaders with these charges.
Will it have voters though?
Well, remember that I said the ANC won't have leaders. Not that it will be non-existent, because the masses are the ANC. But we are seeing a trend that castigates and targets certain leaders. It reminds me of the days of apartheid, when the ANC had sellouts and 10 codes and counter-insurgents. It was not white people. It was ANC comrades selling each other comrades and killing them. So we
will be insulted by people that you took out of abject poverty, man. Took them. No, where Zuma found this one of Jackson Mthembu drinking Mkomboti there in Middlesbrough there. But today he was the one saying this man must leave. No, I'm telling you the truth.
No, it's true.
Hi. So these ones are from where? What? And then we were there on TV talking about these things, but we had never approached the leadership itself. This man came there to first, and I had never met him at that time. Okay, President. Oh, they said to me, the Queen of the State wants to see me. I'm like, hey, this one's on the ANC now, wants to call me too old, and I wanted this thing, you see. Then now we meet, and he says to me, hey, President, I was watching you on TV. And as a parent and as a South African, I was touched. Please give me the list of all the people from Free State, all the children from Free State there in the thing of yours. Give them to me. And I said, no, I will send it to you. We went to his office, checked province, what. We sent him there about 900. He paid. That's leadership. That's someone who cherishes education. He had no obligation to do that. I said to Poland, I don't care, combat eating, but they must work. There are people, the current ANC leadership would have ate that money of the 900 students and not pay. But there, it clicks that they paid for the 900 students. Yeah. He took provincial money to pay for his kids, who will never go back to him to say thank you anyway. They might be the ones who are insulting him today, but they benefited. That they might be the ones who are insulting him today. That's how life is, and that's how painful life is when you are a true soldier and an activist of the African National Congress. You'll be insulted.
MCEBO Dlamini, I said Bonginkosi Dlamini, is Bonginkosi Khanyile. Excuse me. MCEBO Dlamini is people like me. It's people that when you have them in your party, you must know what they will stick to the truth. He went to go support Ace Makhashula also, of which the ANC was totally divided when it comes to the Ace Makhashula issue. You remember they charged Ace Makhashula with oversight. What is oversight? When something happens in your province that is illegal, you as the premier, we can charge you with oversight because you do not. What is oversight? There's so many things that happen. Life is Dlamini. I mean, he has named all of them, which he was right. That's why I say people like him, they can't keep quiet. They can't keep quiet. And I think their expression will find volume and light in the MK political party because everything he stands for is well suited into the MK political party. I don't know. You guys will tell me, with the King, are you crazy? Actually, I had a live on a TikTok, and one of the people said, King, what about MCEBO Dlamini? And it clicked in my mind. I'm like, what? How did I forget about that leader? It's time for MCEBO to leave the ANC. Before the death of the ANC swallows all of them. Leave the ANC right now. MCEBO Dlamini would have been in parliament right now. In fact, he can still be in parliament. The MK has got space. So I'm speaking to all the MK leaders. I'm speaking to all the EFF leaders. Well, he's not going to join the EFF. All the leaders who are watching this channel. I know most of you are watching of the MK. I know you guys are watching. Speak to Ubaba. Ubaba must call this young man. He's already loyal to Jacob Zuma as things stand. So there's no issue. There's no issue about his loyalty and where he stands. He stands exactly where the MK political party stands. You're not going to struggle with this man. And he understands authority when it comes to Jacob Zuma. And he does not like Pala Pala. You remember what he said about Pala Pala and the leadership of the ANC?
Going to be happening on Tuesday, where members of the African National Congress will be tasked with voting whether to adopt the report that has since been made public into Pala Pala. How should members of your party vote? As a young person, what are you looking for from the elders?
Look, there's nothing to look up to, these old people. None of them are our icons. That's why even today we are still singing about Mandela and Oliver Tambo. We are still singing about Biko. Today, we're not singing about them. 26 years into democracy, they failed to rise to the occasion. They don't inspire any confidence. The least that they did was to destroy youth activism so that they can cling into power and collapse this country to ashes. Now, there's the ANC of 2017 conference. They told us that this is a renewal. But today, they are comparing this renewal with what they've been attacking the Zuma government. The 9 wasted years. Zuma did that. Yeah, but also Zuma did that. They are comparing themselves with the same thing that they've been attacking. It shows that there's nothing really, you know.
And then you fast forward to the 16th, which is when the conference will kick off. And for a few days, members of the African National Congress will be sitting to decide leadership. If we go beyond the politics, today we're reporting about a number of spaces that have been impacted severely by floods in Soweto, in Roodepoort, etc. You find people who are jostling for positions, but they're not jostling for the hearts of South Africans, and they're not on the ground. Why are you with those people that you say you don't even look up to?
You see, when your father is a witch, he remains your father. Even though you might have accepted God and Christianity, you will never change the fact that your father is a witch. That's the situation we find ourselves as young people.
MCEBO Dlamini is saying in the ANC, there's nothing to look up to. He knew the ANC will continue to protect Pala Pala. They will continue to protect Cyril Ramaphosa, knowing very well, it's like they want us to ignore that there was millions of rands, millions of dollars found in a couch. They want us to ignore that. Even till today, it's something that we must ignore this elephant in the room. Just imagine living in a shanty and there's an elephant inside the shanty, but people are asking you to ignore this thing that is taking so much space. Your president kidnapped the domestic workers, assaulted her, they did hideous crimes for the money of Palapala. We must ignore all of those things. We must ignore them. There's no leadership in the ANC, man. I say what you want. I don't care what you say. That is why we continuously sing about the fallen heroes. Yo, Solomon. Yo, Solomon. We sing about those people because they are the true people that fought the real fight of liberating their people. Right now, please, please try next door. Yeah, subscriber, you have died. You see, so guys, this is a perfect fit for the MK party, a perfect fit of a young man. This man would have been Ubonge Nkosi Kanyile also. I would have wished Ubonge Nkosi to be in parliament. I would have wished. He's too robust. He's too radical. The MK could not tone him down properly and then also protect him in propel him into parliament. I would have wished he would have went to parliament. For me, it was my wish. So MCEBO Dlamini, all of you knew him from the Fismas 4 situation. But even before that, he was speaking about the curriculum at VETS. There was a famous video where he was speaking in VETS. Who was speaking there? I think it was Praveen or something, where he was attacking the guest speaker to say, this is what is happening at VETS and you guys are ignoring it.
Think of it working, it has failed. Because those who are championing it are not living what is in there. Now, you are saying that we have borrowed the Roman Dutch. We didn't borrow that thing, it was imposed on us as black people. Roman Dutch common law as black people, here at VETS as we speak. All these legal minds here are not taught customary law. Yes. Yeah. We are producing lawyers. What type of lawyers is VETS producing? That's what the act must be questioning. The same institution that you are is very racist to the core. VETS produce lawyers for the top big 5 law firms. VETS produce researchers, not lawyers. All these people are fighting to go to Notting Road to research for the white maids. All these people are fighting to go to Webber to research. After 2 years, they are retrenched without even going to practice. It's the curriculum itself. When you want to speak about transformation, we can't start there. We have to start in the institutions itself. What are the institutions producing? Some of us, when you come here, you begin to question the law. You will fail perpetually. Because the lecturers don't want thinkers. They want people who will look at this thing, take it back as it is. It's a problem. When you go out there, the judge was talking about activism. He says that there must be activism. When we were young, lawyers were leading activism. Today we have coconuts as lawyers. Lawyers everywhere, presidents were lawyers. In all over the big countries. In South Africa, it ended with Mandela. He never became a lawyer, he was a law student anyway. Now, I am saying the problem is here, where we are. What are the universities producing? And who are they producing? Who controls the curriculum? She was complaining that now Adams and Adams, they only accept students who come from the apartheid African universities only. And nobody sees anything wrong with that. The Jewish law firms concentrate on VETS and UCT. And nobody sees anything from there. When you fail to enter the top big 5, you can't make it in those black small law firms in the township because VETS has not equipped you for that. Now,
The MK has got a lot of older generation that is there. And I think that the MK must mix a little bit more of this young generation. Another person I can think of before I speak about MCEBO Dlamini is Mpho Dagada. Mpho Dagada must put his Christianity faith on the side, not in a bad way, not in a disrespectful way. In politics, I believe that you can't make religion your base. Our people are too divided when it comes to religion. So for me, make your policies stand out more than your religious beliefs. You can insert your religious belief in your policies, but don't make religion your base in politics. You will chase other people away. You understand what I'm trying to say? Mpho Dagada also a good fit in the MK political party. He respects Jacob Zuma and the things that his party, ERIs Mzansi, stands for. There's no contradiction to what the MK is saying. The curriculum adverts is just pure rubbish. Curriculum at all varsities is pure rubbish. Yes, you do get your degree. Yes, you do get your honors. Yes, you do get your masters. You can go and work. Like MCEBO says, it does not encourage thinkers. It wants people to take documents as they are, not scrutinize them, just cram for an exam, pass the exam so that we can give you a paper. Don't question anything. Don't question the laws. Don't question how this thing was written. Don't question who wrote it. Just take this thing as it is and go. Excuse me, guys. And that is why we are building PASETA, the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We want to build thinkers. We want our children to solve problems that we could not solve. We need to break the ceiling for them. We need to show them that there is no box to think out of in the first place. We must place our children in such a scenario or such a position where they can't struggle to think. We can't box them and try to monitor their thinking to say, you are thinking too much. What do you mean build a building that starts from here to the moon? Don't question the children. Allow them to express themselves fully. You understand what I'm saying? Why build a city on top of the moon? Because, Tina, our minds is so limited. We want to hush other people's dreams. That's what these institutions are doing. But we'll never do that in the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We'll encourage our children to think beyond what we could have thought. You understand what I'm saying? It's important. Curriculum. What are you teaching your children? What are you saying to your children? What are the limits of education, if there is any? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying to you guys, MCEBO Dlamini is a man that would be a perfect fit at the MK political party. I don't care who says what. King, are you now joining the MK so that you can recruit people? I'm not a member of any political party. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. You see, we are approached, but at a small level. I've never been approached by top leaders or whatever to say, come help us in our political party. Never. So we are free thinkers. I'm a content creator. I'm happy with my space where I am right now. But when it comes to the call of black people uniting, I'm there. I'm there. Whether it's in the EFF, whether it's in the ATM now we must go to MK. ATM must go to the MK. ATM Vuyo Zungula fits nicely into the top structure of the MK political party. He only has 2 seats. Only has 2 seats. The MK political party can give him 2 seats easily. I spoke about this in the past days. I'll do a video about Vuyo Zungula. I'll do a video about Mpho Dagada. You can suggest other names also that you think that those people must move to the MK political party, including Julius Sello Malema. Jacob Zuma gave Julius Sello Malema and Floyd Shivambu the father love. And unfortunately for Julius Malema, he grew up without a father, so he failed to recognize the tough love that Jacob Zuma was giving him. You know, that's why Jacob Zuma is allowing Julius to have his own space. And it's the same with Duduzane Zuma. It's giving him space to be your own man. The day when you come right, you will come back to the master. You understand? But give your children free will to think and do as they think is best for them. It's something that you have to respect about Ubaba Msholozi. He's not forcing people. He engages and persuades them through superior logic. And those who don't want to be persuaded, he leaves them alone. He does not start fights. You don't hear Zuma start fighting people. Zuma fights systems. He's fighting a system. That's what he does. So, guys, I will continue to thank everybody that has donated to the Pan-African School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. That is Paseta. You can visit us on our website, which is www.paseta.co.za. You can send us a WhatsApp to be part of the community of Paseta. We call it the Paseta Community Hub. We've got even other committees that you can join, like the marketing committee, like the advisory panel committee, like there's so many others. We are spreading people into those different type of committees. So it's very important for us as Black people to unite. If we don't build our own institutions, we are going nowhere. Nobody can take a YouTube page and give it to Black people and say, take this, eat this. Nobody can eat your TikTok followers. But what we can do is build strength into our strong institutions. Let's unite with our numbers. We are so many. They can't beat us when it comes to numerical order or numbers count. But they can divide us. That's the problem. That's again about the Mnyama. Go to the conversation. Tell me what you think. Is this flu getting too much into my brain? When I say MCEBO Dlamini must join the MK political party, he must be approached. He must, because, you know, that's why we love this interim structure. It's going to be interim until it gets built to the strong structure it needs to be. MCEBO Dlamini is golden. Take that young man and throw him into parliament. Throw that young man into parliament. Imagine Dr. John Hlophe, Kandile Ngitama, MCEBO Dlamini, Floyd Shivambo, Mpodakala, what's the name of the guy of the ATM? Just imagine all of those guys in one caucus. And then you put Julius on top. It's a cherry on top. You see, so for me, let's unite Black people. That's the only way we're going to win the 2029 elections. If we go there with these parties that are spread, all they're going to do, because the elections get rigged, all they're going to do is improve the MK from 15 to 22%. That's all. And maybe give MK KwaZulu-Natal. You know, if we don't wake up and unite. Hi, my favorite Yakala. Thank you so much. Let me go nest this little flu of mine. But we are back tomorrow. You can catch me on TikTok each and every day, 10 o'clock. I'll try to go live every day, 10 o'clock on TikTok. So that we can engage robustly there, because you know there you can call in and join the conversation via audio instead of here on YouTube where I have to read all the comments and stuff like that. It makes it much easier for me. I'm new on TikTok, but you will find me there. Just type King Said So, whatever. Just you'll find me on TikTok. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. After you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.
Because we believe that what stands between us and what we want to do is our inability to unite. It's the oppressed failing to unite. It's people who are unable to do what is right and unite around a principle, regardless of their differences. It's actually why the system sustains itself. It's because the system always throws our own against us, and we allow ourselves to differ about little things and forget about big things. And our biggest enemies as we sit in this room now, if I ask you to close your eyes and think, what is the biggest problem in South Africa? Who are our biggest problems in South Africa? I bet you won't think of Magnus Malan. You won't think of B.J. Foster. You won't think of Adrian Flock. You would think of people like yourself that you've created in your mind as your enemy. when actually it's the system that put us here, and we must be able to do something about it.